St. Louis Cardinal baseball here on Let's Talk Sports. It's game one of a three-game series here at home. Cardinals coming back home from a little road trip on the East Coast for a three-game weekend series versus the Brewers. Nestor Cortes on the mound in this game for the Brewers. He dominated on the mound as of late. Freddie Peralta. So this Brewers pitching staff has been pretty solid. Nestor Cortes has been dominant. Freddie Peralta, same thing. He had a big game on his last start on the mound versus the Giants. The Brewers bullpen in the last 6 games, 17.2 innings, 1.53 ERA, 12 strikeouts, while the offense has hit .313 as a team with 3 home runs. The Cardinals, meanwhile, they are on a big 7-game winning streak, or they're on a 6-game winning streak. They will look to push the winning streak to 7 games. They had a big weekend against the Mets, ended up sweeping the Braves. Nolan Arenado ended up having a big series against Atlanta. He'll look to do the same here. And those are the stats for Nestor Cortes in his last 5 starts, 1-2 in those 5 starts, 1.74 ERA. Don't let that record trick you. He's off to a solid start, and he'll get the ball tonight for the Brewers in this game versus the Cardinals. Coming up next here on Let's Talk Sports. Sonny Gray getting the start today for St. Louis. 5 starts so far. He's 2-2 and 29.1 innings pitched, 3.68 ERA, 1.47 WHIP, 22 strikeouts for the veteran right-hander so far. And yes, once again, the quick counts are back on for this game. We'll take a look at the lineup in this one for the Brewers real quick. Bryce Terang leads off at second. Batting second in right field is Blake Perkins. Hitting third is the DH, Christian Yelich. Hitting cleanup at first base is Rhys Hoskins. Jackson Churia bats fifth. He's in left. Batting sixth in center is Garrett Mitchell. Eric Haase bats seventh. He's the catcher. Batting eighth is the shortstop Delgado. And Oliver Dunn bats ninth. He's at third. Take a look at the defense in this one for the Cardinals around the horn. At first base, Wilson Contreras. Second base, Brandon Donovan. Third base is Arenado. Shortstop, Mason Wind. And the outfield from left to right, Burleson's in left. Center field's Grisham. And Lars Nootbaar's in right field with Herrera back behind home plate. Here's Bryce Terang. 3-1 count is on him. There's a sinker. And now the count is full, 3-2. Cardinals 19-6 heading into this game. They'll look for win number 20 on the year. Ultrasport, hey, what's up, good sir? It's Terang's gone on strikes to start off the game, 1 away. And a good start for Sonny Gray as he gets the leadoff man striking out. Ultrasport, how you doing today, good sir? Ultrasport is also a fellow sports video game commentator. He does all different types of sports. He does baseball. He does not just Major League Baseball, but he does Japanese baseball also. And then he's also done football. He's done hockey. He even does cricket, Formula 1 racing. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sonny Gray. Here's Christian Yelich. I think he was doing hockey at one point. Oh, you're in Vegas right now? That's cool. You better not hit the casinos while you're there as Grisham flies out to center. Grisham, former Brewer, fun fact. We go to the home half of the first. Let's see what the Cards can do against Nestor Cortes. And there he is right there, the former Yankee himself. Freddie Freeman's his son. You know, Freddie Freeman, on the Dodgers, he has a couple kids. Nestor Cortes is his adopted son. Because of that's a reference from the World Series last year, if you guys didn't get the joke. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Lars Nootbaar. I'm very mad at Lars Nootbaar right now because we tried doing a stream, I think a couple days ago, versus the Braves, and Nootbaar hit a home run. But during the home run, the stream was lagging. And so, yeah, that was not very fun. But I redid the game anyway. I re-simulated it, and the Cardinals won anyway. Here's the lineup in this one for the Redbirds. Newport was the leadoff hitter, then batting second and left is Alec Burleson. Wilson Contreras hitting third at first, then Jaywalk hitting cleanup. He's a DH. Arenado, Trent Grisham, Herrera, Mason Wynn, and Brendan Donovan all in that order. Here's Alec Burleson hitting .234, starting the game in left field. He usually plays right field. He usually plays first base. He even DHs a little bit, but today Cardinals have him out in left field. That'll be interesting. I did Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. Oh, that's cool.
2 strikes.
As the real hockey playoffs are getting ready to start. The NBA playoffs are also starting up this weekend.
3-2.
You did Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final last year, hoping to do the full final series this year. That'd be cool. As that is hit foul, and the count is 3-2. I do not own NBA 2K or the NHL games. Otherwise, I would kind of branch out into basketball and hockey. As there's a ball forward to Burleson. Burleson aboard with 1 out, and Wilson Contreras coming up. His little brother William has the day off behind the plate, as you can see. That's Eric Hasse doing the catching in this game for the Brewers. Eric Hasse, I think he was with the Tigers for a little bit. At one point in his career, there's a strikeout. First of the day for Nestor Cortez. And that is the second out, and here comes Jordan Walker. You can see the Cardinals have the City Connect jerseys on, which means this is the game. This is a Friday game. I know I'm doing this on a Saturday, but this is a Friday game, and the Cardinals usually have their City Connect jerseys on for Fridays. There's a little fly ball into shallow right. The second baseman, Bryce Terang, makes the catch. And just like that, Cortez is out of the inning. He allowed a walk, and that was it. Second inning coming up, no score. Here at Busch Stadium, it's been a while since we've done a home game. Seems like it's been a while since we've done a game here at home. It's nice to be home. Play against a division rival, Brewers. Rhys Hoskins hits 1 out to left field. And Burleson's just going to watch it go foul. Bro kind of gave up halfway through. He was gonna make the catch, and he was like, nope, sorry.
That's a ball.
Bro kind of froze out in left field. There's the home plate umpire, Eric Summergill, and the rest of this umpiring crew. Here's a 2-2 from Sonny Gray. That's a fastball. That's fouled off. I apologize, there was no stream or video yesterday. If you watched my Road to the Show video I did earlier, I'm going to be transferring colleges here in the fall. I had a little orientation campus tour yesterday, and then when I got home, I was just super exhausted. So that's why there was no video or anything yesterday. As Sonny Gray picks up another strikeout, here is Jackson Churio. Speaking of college, one of my advisors is a big Brewers fan, big Jackson Churio fan. You wouldn't be transferring to Full Sail. I almost went to Full Sail, but then I was like, you know what? This is just going to be too far from home. So I just decided to just stay in the area, the Illinois area. I went to community college for a few years, and now I'll be transferring to Illinois State, which is in Bloomington, Illinois. Churio's gone on strikes again. That's strikeout number 4, I believe, for Sonny Gray. But yeah, my academic advisor is a big Brewers fan. And he goes on, I forget what they're called. It's like little trips to Venezuela as Mason Wynn makes a pop-up, or makes the catch. And I guess Jackson Churio, when he was like 13, would like help out at these, what are they called? I think it was like on these trips or whatever. I don't know, but
That's ball 2.
either way, he's a
2 balls,
big
1 strike.
missionary retreats. I think that's what they're called. And my advisor went on a couple in Venezuela. And I guess he got to meet Jackson Churio when he was a kid,
2-2 the count.
like really young kid. Nestor Cortez back on the mound, bottom of the second inning. Arenado goes down on strikes in his first at bat. He had a big series versus the Braves. Had a couple home runs in that series. Isn't that something? Here's former Brewer Trent Grisham as he hits one out to shallow right center. Catch is made by Mr. Mitchell. And that is out number 2. That's another guy my academic advisors really excited about. Brewers have a lot of young guys in that outfield period that are pretty exciting. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Herrera. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Count is now evened up. And he gets hit in the leg there. And so the Cardinals will have their second guy reach first base. 2 outs. Here's Mason Wynn in the number 8 hole in the lineup today, as he hits one into shallow right, coming in to make the catch. And just like that, once again, we're out of the inning. We go to the third. No score here in St. Louis after 2. The Brewers offense in their last series, they end up having 3 home runs, 21 runs batted in, hit .313 as a team, 849 OPS, 15 extra base hits. That's what that's what I'm assuming the XBH stands for, extra base hits. So the Brewers offense is off to. They were pretty hot in their last series. The Cardinals offense was also pretty hot after their last series versus Atlanta. I don't mean to have a little mini stroke there when talking about the Brewers and the Cardinals. However, the offense is off to a cold start here against Sonny Gray as he picks up his 5th K of the day. To start off the third, here is Delgado hitting 200. Curveball, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
For those of you wondering, why are we playing the Brewers and not the Mets, because that's where the real Cardinals are playing the Mets this weekend. That is because I'm a week ahead in the actual baseball season. So in this franchise, I'm a week ahead. So yeah, don't mind me. 2-2 pitch to Delgado. That is fouled off. Once more, take a look at some scores around the league. Twins playing the Angels in Minnesota. Sonny Gray was a former Twin before he was a Cardinal. Mariners and Marlins playing at 9:40 Eastern Time in Seattle. Phillies take care of business against the Cubs, 6-3. Gotta love to see that. What I love to see even more is Nolan Arenado at third base, making a nice little play, nice little throw to Wilson Contreras at first base for out number 2. Now bring in Oliver Dunn. He is still looking for his first home run this year. He's hitting .310. He has a few RBIs. He has a few hits. Just none of them are a home run. He'll look to do that here in this series against the Cardinals,
3 balls, 1 strike.
as that is taken outside for ball 3 with Bryce Terang on deck. Someone who's already launched 2 home runs this season for the Brewer Crew. And another 3-2 count. That is hit foul. Count remains still 3-2. Check swing, did he go? Umpire says yes, he did. And we're out of the top of the third. Sonny Gray off to a dominant start early in the game. No score here at Busch. Brendan Donovan in the number 9 spot today. He's playing second base, filling in for Nolan Gorman. You're going to Full Sail in the fall. That's cool. That is really, really cool, Mr. Ultrasport. There's a fly ball in the left field. Churio makes the catch. And that is out number 1. Here in the home half of the third. Here comes Lars Nootbaar 0 for 1. And there's a fly ball into right field. Back at the wall. He'll make the catch for a nice out number 2. Moving right along here in the bottom of the third. No hit so far for either team. The Cardinals have had a couple guys get on base. One on a walk. I think Burleson walked, and then Herrera, I think, was hit by a pitch. So the Cardinals have had 2 guys get on base, but neither of them were hits. And Nestor Cortez has also pitched 3 scoreless innings. We go to the 4th. No hits, no runs, no nothing. Not even an error has occurred yet in this game as we go to the 4th inning. Game 1 of a 3-game series, NL Central matchup. Brewers Cardinals here at Busch Stadium, home of the Cards since 2006. 2006, what a year that was for St. Louis. Went on to win 83 games in the regular season and then won the World Series that October. Bryce Terang strikes out as the Brewers have the top of their lineup due up here in the 4th. Sonny Gray picks up another strikeout. That'll bring in Blake Perkins playing right field today for Milwaukee.
2-1.
He's a huge part of that exciting outfield trio the Brewers have as of late, alongside Jackson Churio and who's the other guy's name? Blake Mitchell? Garrett Mitchell, sorry. I don't know why I thought of Blake Mitchell. 2-2 pitch, that's fouled off. I think I played against someone. When I was in high school basketball, I played against someone named Blake Mitchell. Maybe that's where I got the confusion from. Either way, it doesn't matter. Blake Perkins strikes out. Blake Perkins strikes out. Back-to-back Ks here in the 4th. Here's Christian Yelich. Broke his bat and pops up to Sonny Gray behind the mound. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Another scoreless inning for Sonny Gray. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning, no score. One hopper to the shortstop. One away. Contreras out number 1. Here's Jordan Walker. 0 for 1 with a pop-up in his last time up. Fastball struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Nestor Cortez. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are liking the quick counts or not. Some people may like them, some people may not. Here's Arenado. He struck out his last time up, and he's going to strike out this time up. End of 4 here at Busch. Still no offense after 4. No runs or no hits from either side. Neither side when it comes to offense. It's mainly been a pitcher's duel early in the game. Sonny Gray versus Nestor Cortez. Here's Rhys Hoskins. That is fouled off, and the count is 2-2. Rhys Hoskins, just like his Brewer teammates, are all hitless in this game. Brewers were also coming off of a big series where their offense looked pretty good. It was looking pretty strong, and then today they faced Sonny Gray. We're in the 5th inning, and so far nothing. Nothing so far. That count is full. Jackson Churio on deck. And there's another strikeout for Sonny Gray. That's his 9th of the day. So I'll bring in Jackson Churio. There's a sweeper. Ball 2. Jackson Churio. Fun fact, me and Churio are actually the same age. He's 21. I'm 21. He turned 21 in March of 2004. I turned 21 in April 2004. Grounder to second. Donovan makes the throw to first in time. That's out number 2. So yeah, isn't that something? Jackson Churio and I are the same age. The only difference is he's making $1 million playing baseball, and I'm sitting in my bedroom commentating on a video game. Here's Garrett Mitchell. 0-1 count. That's going to be the first hit of the game as that drops into shallow right for a 2-out single. So the perfect game is gone. The no-hitter's gone. All of that is gone now for Sonny Gray as we're in the 5th inning. With 2 outs, here's Eric Haase. Haase struck out his last time up. Sonny Gray still has a chance to get 10 strikeouts. A 10 strikeout game, that is still very possible for him. Down is 2-2. Sinker struck him out. Haase 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The Brewers break up the no-hitter, perfect game, whatever you want to call it. They had the first hit of this game, but still no score. MLB News and Notes, the Twins had an extra winning win versus the Chicago White Sox. Former White Sox Yoan Moncada had 6 RBIs in a win versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. And then Bryce Miller on the Mariners, he had a complete game shutout against the Boston Red Sox. That's some of the news going around here in baseball. There's Trent Grisham. Grounds out to second. 1 away. Here's Ivan Herrera, hit by a pitch his last time up. He was one of 2 guys so far on the Cardinals to reach base. There's a fly ball to center. Mitchell can't make the catch. It goes all the way to the wall. Herrera's on his way to second, and he's got the first Cardinal hit of the day, a 1-out double. A 1-out double. Here comes Mason Wynn. Here's the 3-2. There's a fastball, ball 4. First and second for the Cardinals. Here's Brendan Donovan. The Brewers most likely looking for a little double play to get out of the inning. And they'll look to Brendan Donovan to try and hit into that double play. Here's the 2-1. That is hit to short, and there's that double play we were looking for. And just like that, Nestor Cortez is out of the inning. However, both teams kind of break the ice a little as both teams get their first hits. 6th inning coming up. No score. 1-2 count to Delgado. Zach Jackson, Phil Maton warming up in the St. Louis bullpen. Grounder to short, 1 away. 1 out. And that brings in Oliver Dunn. Grounder to first. Contreras steps on the bag, 2 away. Two outs. Here's Bryce Terang. And a fly ball to right. And we're going to the bottom of the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Cardinal baseball coming your way.
Leading off with a Cardinals, right fielder,
top of the Cardinal lineup due up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lars Nootbaar hits one out to right. Back goes Perkins at the wall. He makes the catch. For out number 1. 1 out here is Alec Burleson. Attacks a sweeper. It's fouled off. It's 1-2.
That's a ball.
Two, grounder to third. 2 away.
Now that is first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
That's ball 3.
Contreras out to left field. Cheerios back. This one is gone. Wilson Contreras. A solo home run to left field. And just like that, 1-0 Cardinals. .380 feet down the left field line. And just like that, the Cardinals are on the board first. Here's Jordan Walker. 0 for 2. He hit a pop-up and he struck out. One, two. That is fouled off.
Nope.
Uribe and Koenig both warming up in the Brewers bullpen. A little fly ball into right center field, making the catch is Garrett Mitchell. And we are going to the 7th inning. Wilson Contreras scores the first.
Right fielder,
Cardinal run. 1-0. Sonny Gray, 6 innings. Allowed 1 hit, 10 strikeouts. Nestor Cortez didn't have a bad outing on the mound today either. 6 innings of work for him. Allowed the Wilson Contreras home run, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. Sonny Gray is still going to be out there for the 7th. Blake Perkins pops it up to Arenado, 1 away. One out. Here is Christian Yelich. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now the 2-2. Grounder to Arenado. 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Grounder to short. And time to stretch here at Bush. Arenado, Christian, and Herrera all due up when we return for the home half of the 7th. It's 1-0 Cardinals.
Now pitching for Milwaukee.
Brewers heading to their bullpen here in the home half of the 7th. Abner Uribe. 10 games pitched. He has a 7.84 ERA. Isn't that something? Sonny Gray, 7 scoreless innings, allowed 1 hit, and had 10 strikeouts on the day, so good for him. I don't think he'll pitch the 8th inning anyway. Here's Arenado 0 for 2 today. There's a little flare out to left center, and that's going to be the first hit of the day for Arenado. That is hit number 3 on the evening for St. Louis. Here's Trent Grisham. Here's the 2-1. There's a sinker.
2-2 is out.
Strike 2. Here's the 2-2. And there's a strikeout for Uribe. That's the first out here in the 7th. And Herrera strikes out. 2 away, back to back.
Nope, that's a ball.
Here's Mason Wynn.
Ball, that's down.
Here's a 3-1 to Mason Wynn. 2 outs, runner at first. Fastball, and he took it.
Field's full.
He took it for strike 2. Oh my goodness.
3.
And he strikes out. What are you doing, Mason Wynn? Come on, buddy. Either way, 8th inning coming up. It is still 1-0 Cardinals. Zach Jackson coming in now out of the St. Louis bullpen. This might end up being the quickest live stream that I've ever done.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Might end up doing another game after this game, just to make up for it. Like, I apologize, this game ended up being super short, super quick. Doesn't really help either. We have the quick counts on, and it's a 1-0 pitcher's duel. Churio has a full count on him. Garrett Mitchell and Eric Hassel will do up for Milwaukee here in the 8th. Churio strikes out again. Zach Jackson gets Churio swinging on a pitch way outside the zone. Here's Garrett Mitchell, 1 for 2. He has the 1 hit in this game for the Brewers. So far, this has been a tidy 1-0 game for St. Louis. 5 defensive outs away from winning the game. Still not counting out the Brewers. I mean, anything can happen. 1-0 lead, that doesn't really do you too much. Three-two pitch, and Mitchell's gone on a slider. So now the Brewers are the Cardinals are now 4 defensive outs away. Brewers have 4 outs left to play with. Here's Eric Hassel. 0 for 2, was hitting .241. So yeah, because of this stream being shorter, I might do another stream today. Grounder to short, Mason Wynn. Go to first in time. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Do you guys want to see another Cardinal game after this? Do you want to see another game? Do you want to see another baseball game? We could do football. We could do any game. Football or baseball, one of the two. I don't think we've done college football in a while. Let's do a college game after this. Because why the hell not? Here's Brendan Donovan. Smacking one up the middle. And off the glove of Garrett Mitchell. That's hit number 4 on the night for St. Louis. Think I might do another Cardinal game after this. Just because why not? Didn't do a game yesterday. So this is kind of a makeup game. And then we'll do another one when this is over. Trevor McGill, forgot to mention him. He's now out of the pen. Trevor McGill, were you a Met at one point? You were not. Okay. I thought this guy was a Met for some reason. He's kind of off to a struggling start this year too, seems like. Here's a 2-2. Carlson strikes out. 2 outs now for McGill here in the 8th after giving up the Brendan Donovan single. Now bring in Wilson Contreras.
That's ball 2.
That's up high. That's ball 2.
1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball taken, strike 2. 103 on the radar gun. Hey, that's pretty impressive. And a strikeout ends the inning. 9th inning, here we come. With the Cardinals up 1-0. Ryan Helsley next up Out of the Cardinal bullpen, he has 8 saves so far. He'll look for save number 9. Here against the Brewers, he'll face Reynel Delgado to lead things off, and then he will face Oliver Dunn and Bryce Terang. There's a fly ball on the right. Dupar is there. And the Cardinals 2 outs away from getting the win here against the Brewers. That'll bring in Oliver Dunn. 0 for 2 today, as you guys can imagine. Ball 2. Kind of has reverse splits. He hits .258 against righties. He does better versus left-handed pitchers. There's a fastball, strike 2. Fouled off again. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan, or another strikeout for Helsley. 2 outs. And now the batter's Bryce Terang. Last chance for the Brewers to try and keep things going. There's a 12-6 curve that misses. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's a 2-1. Strike 2. And the Brewers are down to their last strike here in Game 1 of this 3-game series here against St. Louis. Helsley has his sign. He kicks and deals. Struck him out, and the Cardinals win. A tidy 1-0 winner here against the Brewers. 1 run was all they needed. It came on a home run hit by Wilson Contreras. This is pretty much the shortest baseball game I've ever done, as this is hitting the 42-minute mark. Sonny Gray, 7 innings of work, 10 strikeouts. He picks up his 3rd win of the season. Ryan Helsley picks up his 9th save of the season. And that's all we got for you here on Cardinal Baseball. I'm Josh Wright, signing off from Busch Stadium after a nice, tiny 1-0 victory. You know what? We might be back around 7 o'clock to do another game, so stay tuned, as we might do another game later, because this game ended up being super short. But anyway, that's all I got for you. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.